Hi, welcome to the Candle Boutique. How can I help you today? Yeah, of course. Well, we do sell pre-made candles here. Obviously, if you love the scent of one, you can just buy that. But we do specialize in allowing you to make your own custom candle with your own custom scent. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But also because it's the holidays and it's winter time, we are specializing in kind of holiday winter scents. So it is a lot of fun, yeah. Amazing. You want to make your own candle? Okay, perfect. Let me get you started here. Can I have your name? Thank you. Can I have your email? Okay, amazing. I've got your account all set up. This is where we're going to log what scent you choose, what size candle, etc. And then we'll make it for you, and you can come pick it back up in 5 business days. Yeah, so how we usually do this is I will show you a few of our pre-made candles so that you can get a sense of some delicious combinations that we already have, and then I'll show you some different ingredients that you can put in your candle, and you can choose which ones you like. And then, like I said, I'll write it down, and then you'll have your finished candle in a few days. Okay, great. So the first candle that I'm going to show you today is this one. It's called Apple Cinnamon Joy. So the scent profile of this is going to be obviously apple, obviously cinnamon. You're gonna have some clove in there. You're gonna have some nutmeg and some brown sugar. So it's very sweet, very much like a dessert, like apple pie. And here, you can take a smell. See if you can smell all of those different notes. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of sugar. Very sweet. Very festive. Okay, the second candle I have to show you is called Holiday Hearth. Now, this one is going to be a little bit more smoky. You'll have some cedar in this, some pine, still some of that cinnamon. Yeah, it should evoke like mulled cider, drinking mulled cider and sitting by a fire. Yeah, that's what we were going for with this one. Here you go. You like that one? Okay. So you like the more woody scents? Okay, that's good to know. So more woody rather than sweet. Yeah. This one has a touch of orange peel in it that you can definitely smell. Again, with that kind of mulled cider effect. Okay, the last pre-made candle I have to show you today is Cashmere Vanilla. This candle, it's delicious, will have notes of vanilla, obviously. It has some musk, some amber, and some sandalwood. So it's slightly more earthy, but you do get that sweetness from the vanilla. Yeah, to me it really smells just like a cozy hug, like a nice warm sweater. Yeah. That's why we named it Cashmere Vanilla. Yeah. See, I would want to smell this like on a winter's day, at home, sitting by the fire. Okay, so this is the last pre-made candle that I wanted to show you. Did any of those scents really strike your fancy? Holiday Hearth? And what exactly did you like about the scent of that one? You like the smokiness? Mm-hmm. It felt like a winter lodge. That's a great description. Yeah, for me, the scent always makes me think of like sitting in a log cabin and it's snowing outside, but you have like a roaring fireplace next to you and you're drinking a cider or hot chocolate and there's stockings hanging on the fireplace and it's just so cozy and warm even though you know it's cold outside and it's snowing. That's what it always makes me think of, that scent. Yeah, it's so cozy. Okay, well, I'm glad that I feel like I'm figuring out what scent profiles you like. So now we can go through some of the aromatics that we have that we can use to make a custom candle. Okay, great. So the first ingredient is this. This is rosemary. This is going to give you a very wintry, woodsy smell. It's not very floral, but it, I think, will give you that kind of winter, you know, like morning in the winter and you just step outside and there's no footprints in the snow yet because no one else is up, but the sun is just peeking through the clouds and you step out of your winter lodge into the woods and you get this kind of fresh, cold forest scent. That is what this is going to get you. So yeah, take a sniff. What do you think? Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. So this we use in a candle called Winter Morning. It pairs very well with cedar and I would say peppermint, but of course it's all up to you what you want in your candle, but those are just what we pair it with. Okay, moving on. This next aromatic is clove. So this is going to be spicy, sort of warm. It's going to give you those flavors like spiced chai, kind of pumpkin pie. So I think it pairs very well with sweet scents like chai, like orange. Clove and orange is a very popular scent profile. You can take a sniff of that. So it's that kind of spiced scent that we all know and love. Yeah, so if you really want to bring out that spiced profile, I would recommend pairing this with nutmeg, with cinnamon, with star anise, and then you can get that full kind of spiced pumpkin spice, spiced chai kind of a flavor. Yeah, you could also pair it with apples for a nice apple pie or apple cider scent. Okay, the next aromatic is this, which is cedar. So this gives that lovely woody smoky scent that you loved from Holiday Hearth. So I suspect you're going to love this as well. I think this is the main contributor to that kind of log cabin smell. Yes, so it's very woody, not very smoky, a little bit smoky. Yeah, it's definitely, it gives fireside, a little bit of bonfire, definitely log cabin by the fire. Yeah, hence holiday hearth, exactly. So I would pair this one, I mean, I guess it depends what you're going for. You could pair it with sweet, you could do orange peel or sugar for like a burnt sugar scent, or if you want to go more woody, you could pair this with rosemary or spearmint or peppermint. Yeah, it really depends what you're going for. You could even pair it with like musk and amber and do more of a masculine musky scent, but it's really up to you. Yeah, it just provides that little smoky fragrance that you were loving. Yeah. Okay, and then we have this one, which is peppermint leaf. This is, obviously, you probably know what peppermint smells like, but it's going to give you that kind of candy cane effect if you want to pair it with sugar or sweet things. But it can also give you the fresh, just minty smell. You could pair it with like chamomile or lavender for more kind of tea-based scent. Yeah. It's very soothing, very relaxing. This one is really good for sleep if that's something you want. Obviously, I don't recommend lighting a candle and then going to sleep, but it is nice for meditation or for just winding down before you get to sleep. Yeah, but you could definitely go the candy cane route if that's what you want. Okay, and then we also have some essential oils. So these can be the base of your candle. It will give it a lovely fragrance. So this first one is pine. And again, this is going to give you a woody, or not woody, but woodsy, like a forest type of scent. It's also very clean. It definitely smells like Christmas. It smells like a Christmas tree. But you could pair it with mint if you want more of like a calming, healing scent. But we pair this with cedar and cinnamon in our evergreen cabin candle. It's very popular for the holiday season. Yes, it's very fresh, very foresty. It's again one of those scents that feels like you woke up on a winter morning and stuck your head out the window to smell the trees, to smell the forest. Yeah, it's really lovely. And then, what else do we have? What else? We have this one, which is vanilla bean oil. This is what we used in Cashmere Vanilla. So, you obviously know what vanilla smells like, but you can take this many different ways. This one you can obviously go very sweet if you wanted. You could pair it with sugar, cinnamon, apples, do like an apple pie a la mode kind of scent, or pair it with I don't know, cinnamon and cloves, and do like or cocoa, do like a hot chocolate kind of thing. Yeah. Or you could go a little bit more mature maybe and do something like we did with vanilla cashmere here, where we paired it with musk and amber and sandalwood to make it just a little bit more mature, lean, slightly away from the sweetness. But you are making your own scent, so you can do whatever you desire. If you want to go full dessert, that is absolutely your prerogative. Yeah, it would be really yummy. The problem with going full sweet, in my opinion, is that it just makes you want to eat the candle. But you cannot eat these candles. Okay, and then the last essential oil I wanted to show you was this one, which is spearmint. Now this is very fresh. It's very similar to peppermint. It's very fresh, foresty, cold. It'll make you definitely evoke winter. It's very bright and brightening, so you could add it to something less bright, like a musk or like a cedar, like a woody scent, and it could brighten it up. Again, similar to peppermint, you could go sweet and do like a cotton candy thing. Maybe do a vanilla spearmint. That might be interesting. Yeah, but I think this one is better as more of a meditative, kind of calming, fresh scent. Yeah. It's lovely with like eucalyptus or lavender. There you go. Okay, so that was the last scent note that I wanted to show you. And now is the fun part. Now is where you get to decide what is actually in your candle. So you can choose any of the things I showed you, any of the things I mentioned. Honestly, anything you can come up with, you can ask me if we have it, and we will make you your dream candle. Okay, are you ready? Awesome. So what notes do you want in your candle? I would recommend 4 or less. Once you get more than 4, it gets a little bit muddied, which it's your prerogative. You can build whatever you like, but I would say 4 or less, unless like they're very similar in that, like for instance, I would say clove, cinnamon, nutmeg don't count as 3 separate things. They kind of all blend together into a spice. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah, okay. So, what are you thinking? Okay, so definitely cedar. You like the log cabin vibe. Absolutely. What else? Some peppermint. Okay, so we're definitely doing like winter forest log cabin. Great. What else? Some orange peel. Okay. Adding a little bit of sweetness. Excellent. And last one. Or you can add more. Let's see. Maybe if you want to lean more into the kind of sweet orange, you could do cinnamon or something like that if you want to do kind of a cider in a forest kind of thing. If you want to lean more fresh, peaceful, that sort of thing, I would recommend rosemary or lavender maybe, or the lavender might be too strong. You'll do rosemary? Okay. Sounds good. So that is your scent profile all created. And then you need to choose a size. So usually we do this size, but we also have larger jars. If you want a big candle, we can do that for you. Now you want a small one? Okay. Just let me put that back. That's fine. So we'll do a regular size candle with that scent profile. Okay, so this is going to be your cost today. And like I said, we will make it for you. It'll be ready in 5 business days. We'll send you an email when it's ready and you can come pick it up. Yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot to ask. I'm sorry. What color jar would you like? So we have blue, we have red, we have green, we also have gold, which is back there, you can see it, and then we also have clear. Okay, you like the blue one? Of course. Okay, that is it. Your order is in. Again, sorry, here is what you are paying today. And like I said, it'll be ready in 5 business days. 5 business days. Yeah, so if you're ready, you can just tap here. Thank you very much. Yeah, did you have a fun time? I'm so glad. Okay, well, I will see you in 5 days when your candle is ready. Yeah, okay, it was so lovely to meet you, and thank you so much for coming into our boutique today. Okay, bye bye.